We don't seem to have been followed. I guess our diversion worked. This feels almost too easy. Maybe we were a little over-prepared, huh? Captain?
Something's wrong.
Huh?
This is too easy. There are almost no guards here, and I don't think our diversion is responsible.
Well, I don't know. Maybe you're just overthinking it.
I hope I am. Keep your guard up all the same. We've almost reached our target.
What the hell is that?
A cauldron. This is the first time you've seen one, huh?
This is a cauldron? Wait, what's that? It looks like a coffin.
That's it. No mistake. That's the causality weapon.
You're early. I've heard you're good. Maybe this'll be fun after all.
So the stench of blood in this room was you, mad dog. Azrael!
I'm touched. The captain of a special forces unit knows my name.
Don't give me that! There isn't a single one of us who doesn't know who you are.
Huh. Then you know what I'm after too, don't you?
I have one question for you. Is that your mission?
Why would I bother answering the questions of a dead man?
Captain!
Stay back! Just get the transport device ready. I'll take care of him.
You're a funny guy. I like you. Now I'm gonna see how I like the taste of your flesh. Let the hunt begin!
Well, what do you think?
I'm sorry, Lychee, but this paper, Applications of Liquid Seether with Individual Organisms, as a contributor to this research, I can't give you the go-ahead.
Why not? You didn't have any problems with my previous report.
There's a significant difference between student work and academic research. Yeah, how to put this? Look, your theory is brilliant. Kokonoe thinks so. So do I. That is why I decided to contribute my research, but this new thesis is lacking. You don't have the proof to support your findings. Not enough to make the theory viable anyway. For instance, here. On the 7th test, you start drawing conclusions about the karyotype, apparently based only on inference. The effects this might have on the human body are still a mystery. You only incorporate the genome at 3 points, which is not nearly enough to stabilize the Seether. You don't have sufficient evidence to support your conclusions.
Are you saying it's impossible? How do you explain Professor Relius, then? He successfully demonstrated the smelting process on a body.
Lychee, you really should know better than to say his name in Sector 7. You do know what he's done, don't you? Besides, the boundary interface prime field device wasn't human. Your theory and his aren't equivalent. I'm sorry, but your thesis isn't strong enough to prove human smelting is possible. Even if this somehow got past peer review, I would never put my name on it. I'm sorry, that was too much. I didn't mean to...
Then we just need to increase our observation.
What?
If the observed values are what's holding it back, then wouldn't that be the most logical solution?
It's not that simple. Observation on a karyotype analysis is unstable, even on a cellular level. If you're really interested in improving your observation, then yes, I think your only way forward would be to look into grimoires.
What? Grimoires are almost as taboo here as Ars Magus. How could I possibly get away with using them?
You don't need to use them, only prove the effectiveness. A grimoire is created from pure Seether. Wouldn't that mean they are the most efficient way to study Seether's effects? And even among grimoires, there's one that's unique. The Azure Grimoire. Have you heard of it?
Roy, please stop. The Azure Grimoire is just a library fantasy. We shouldn't rely on a power we know nothing about. We should focus on proving the theories we already have.
You're stubborn, just like her.
Her?
If I want your opinion, I'll ask for it, Roy. Notice how I didn't? Now piss off.
Pretty good impression, Roy. Who was that supposed to be again?
Professor Kokonoe.
Good morning. How long have you been there?
Oh, 5 minutes maybe. Long enough. Want to do that impression again, Roy? I liked it.
Right.
Look at this, Lychee. It's the face of a scientist so desperate to find an answer, he just fried his own brain. That's why we always need to be ready to defend our theories.
Understood.
Damn. There's nothing wrong with getting passionate about your ideas, but for God's sake, pay attention to your surroundings. You never know who might be listening. Besides, talking about grimoires, what the hell were you thinking? Obviously you weren't. Don't let people hear you.
Okay.
I'm really, really sorry.
Good. Glad we had this talk. Now go get me a cup of coffee, Roy.
Why is it always me?
Don't get smart. Think of it as a compliment. I like your brew. Now hop to it. Remember, sugar! 30 cubes. I've been using my head a lot lately.
Fine. Starting to feel like you just hired me to make coffee.
Little bastard. I give him a compliment and all he does is whine. Now then.
Those papers, do they have something to do with the causality weapon?
Yeah, looks like they're dumping more funding into digging it out. Sure doesn't seem sane to me. This kind of shit is really, really supposed to stay buried. Hard to believe anyone's so thick they can't see that, but... Anyway, it's a huge headache. Like I don't have enough crap on my plate already.
Do you think the committee plans to use the causality weapon for war?
No. It was built to fight the Black Beast. If you want to fight humans, you're better off just using nukes. The fact that the top brass hasn't really done anything yet tells me that at least they understand that.
Then why are they doing this?
They wanted Nirvana pretty bad, and pushed the operation through. It succeeded, but the only thing we got out of that was...
Professor, do you have any ideas?
No. It couldn't be. Never mind. You were talking to Roy earlier, right?
Huh? Oh, yes. Why?
Don't try and tap into power you can't control. It never ends well.
I understand.
If he had a tenth of your reason, I wouldn't be this worried. Look, this might sound weird, but have you noticed anything off about Roy lately?
Different? No, I can't say that I have.
Okay. Never mind then. Forget we had this conversation.
Tager here. I've reached the target.
Huh. That was fast. What are the readings looking like?
Good. I'm not seeing any life forms in the area. Is that your doing?
Yeah. I asked everybody there to leave for a little while. Well, don't worry. I did it nicely.
Right. I found the server.
Can you get in?
This may take a while. The password has been rotated 3 times in the last 10 seconds. I'm having a difficult time keeping up.
Thought so. Give me 5 minutes, then patch me in. I'll do this myself.
5 minutes. Understood.
Why does it sound like this may not be entirely legal?
Just doing those idiots a favor and clearing out their ledger. Bringing their books back to black.
You're... what?
Here's your coffee, 30 sugars, just like you asked.
Thanks. Oh, make sure you finish maintenance on that probe today. I'm putting you in charge.
The probe? Wait, are you serious?
We're finally starting.
Yep, I've been sitting on this long enough. Starting tomorrow, we're going to be looking inside the boundary.
Understood. I'll begin preparations immediately.
Excuse me, Professor.
Who knows how long it'll be before we see any results, though. Still, no time to just sit on our hands. I know he killed the sister, or had something to do with it. We need the Susanoo unit, before Yuki Terami comes back.
Kokonoi, come in. This is Tager. Preparations are complete.
Oh, right. How's this?
Done already. Impressive. Yes, we have access.
Stand by. I'm going through all the relevant data.
Roger. Kokonoi, can I ask you something?
What is it?
Why are we deleting data from an operation that happened 2 years ago?
Because it's connected to the causality weapon.
Even though it was covered up, you want to make sure all the data is destroyed.
Yes. Causality weapons are dangerous. I want to erase them from history before some idiot decides it might be fun to have one.
Sounds like you might have some theories about which idiot and what they might have planned.
Oh, I've got theories coming out my ass. But right now, the idiots I'm concerned with are the ones who are getting a little too interested in this old operation. I don't know who they are or what they want, but I'm sure it's not good. We have to cover all our bases here. That's it.
Very well.
I warned them something like this might happen, but did they delete their data? Of course not. All right, all gone. Double check and make sure I didn't miss anything, just to be safe.
Understood. Kokonoi, before you go, I wanted to ask you one more thing.
Someone's full of curiosity today.
It's barely detectable, but you seem upset. Did something happen?
It's nothing. If that was your question, I'm hanging up. Remember, erase everything. Upset? More like pissed. Ironic. I just gave this advice. This situation isn't exactly sunshine and farts. This boundary research might pan out, but there's no guarantee I'll be able to find Hakumen. Roy's making me worried, though. He might be an idiot, but he's my idiot. Nothing wrong with being dedicated to your research, but since Ikaraga, he's been pushing himself way too hard. No way his head's still screwed on straight. I've seen plenty of scientists drive themselves mad that way. I guess it's my responsibility to make sure it doesn't happen to him. I'm thinking too much. Maybe a little coffee. Damn it, it's cold. Time to call Roy.
Professor? It's Roy. Roy Carmine.
Come in.
Well, here I am. You called? Professor?
I read your report, and your research. You want to tell me what the hell this is? You have got some serious explaining to do.
As you can see, that's my research on Seether.
And who the hell approved it? I can't have you using my lab to study whatever ridiculous bullshit catches your fancy. Do you even have any idea what you're doing here? Controlling and suppressing Seether. You know what the implications of this are?
Creating a black beast?
Are you completely insane?
Of course not. I do believe, however, that my research on this subject is the key to saving humanity. Needless to say, anything worth doing has its share of risks. Lychee's liquid theory is right. I know this has to be where she wants to go too. All the more reason for us to learn how to control Seether.
Forget it! That's impossible.
You know, I've been wondering, and I guess this is as good a time as any to ask, so... Are you afraid of this research? Why do you keep refusing to even consider it?
What?
My instincts tell me it has to do with the Azure. Am I right? Why are you so afraid of taking a risk?
Ridiculous. When you jaywalk, that's a risk. What you're talking about is throwing yourself off a bridge onto the freeway. You want to save the world? Great. Think of another way.
Why are you refusing to see the truth? A world without Seether is what humankind wants. It's what they need. If there's something that can make that happen, it's our duty to examine it.
Do I stutter? It's impossible!
No, it is possible, and I'm going to prove it. Seether is nothing more than programs in particle form.
And you can nullify them, I take it?
I believe so, yes.
Pathetic.
You have to know what I'm talking about. Surely the data we gathered from the Ikaraga experiment led you to the same conclusion.
Don't you ever talk about that.
Why not?
I said stop!
I'm sorry, it's just that during the Ikaraga... Oh!
What's wrong? Are you okay?
Yes, I just felt... dizzy for a moment.
You need some rest. I bet you haven't gotten a decent night's sleep since you came back from Ikaraga.
I don't have time for that.
Are you there, Professor?
Hold that thought. Yeah, I'm here. Come in.
The results are... Oh, hello, Roy. Was I interrupting?
No, I just had a few questions regarding my research. If you'll excuse me.
That idiot.
Is something wrong?
Just an error or two in his report. No big deal.
Oh, okay. Would you like some coffee?
Huh? Oh, yes. Thank you.
Of course.
He's still wavering, I think, but whatever side he comes down on is gonna be the one he commits to completely. I just hope he doesn't go the wrong way. Point altered. Fixing relative coordinate at x18.
Roger. Coordinate set to x18. Locking in 3, 2, 1. Target locked. Probe is all green. Seether transition is stable.
Roy.
No. So far, I'm not getting anything.
No changes in Seether concentration either.
I don't care how trivial they look. Don't miss any fluctuations. If my hunch is right, the target is close. Real close.
I know. We've been at this almost a year, and you've been telling us that if we don't produce results soon, we're all going to get shut down. I can't say I agree with the way this is being handled. If they hadn't lost the prime field device, we could have wrapped this up a long time ago.
Keep your thoughts to yourself. I thought I made myself pretty clear about that.
My apologies.
Damn it. I know just how the poor guy feels. If I had a boundary interface prime field device, this search would have taken half this time, if that. But the 12th unit from Relius's lab has been missing since Ibukido. And even with the parts I salvaged from the 11th, it'll take me years to rebuild her. Tager might come close with the artificial causality weapon, but I can't risk him right now. This is no time for crying over spilt milk. Huh? What's wrong?
Anomaly detected in Seether concentration.
Professor, these readings!
Yeah, there's no mistake. I finally found you. Hello, Susanoo unit. Or should I call you Hakumen of the Six Heroes?
We've finally done it! Congratulations, Professor!
Don't get ahead of yourself. We still have to pull the damn thing out. and that's gonna take a while.
Nevertheless, this is one of the greatest scientific discoveries of this century. You found one of the 6 heroes alive!
Yeah, just don't get ahead of yourself. This is all part of the plan.
How did you know this is where the Susanoo unit would be?
A tip from an old friend.
It doesn't matter where the information came from. What matters is that we're one step closer to unraveling the mysteries of the boundary. That's all that counts.
I don't give half a shit what you think we're doing here, but let me make this crystal clear. I am not here to solve the mystery of the boundary. I want Hakumen. That's it.
He's still an important clue. Professor, with my data and our analysis of Hakumen, we could completely change the way we view the boundary.
Your data? What the hell are you talking about?
I was going to tell you eventually, but I suppose I might as well do it now. Let me get my report.
What the hell is this?
What do you mean?
The Azure Grimoire? Who in their right mind would sign off on this shit? I distinctly recall telling you to back the hell off of this. What part of that was unclear?
I'm sorry, I just...
You just did exactly what I told you not to do. I don't want to hear excuses. You're gonna destroy all of this research, now! I told you not to get close to the Azure.
All I'm trying to do is understand the boundary and change the world.
Change the world? What, now you're trying to make yourself a god?
No, I only...
Look, last time you said you wanted to save the world. I respect that. It's noble. But saving and changing are two very, very different things. And I'm starting to wonder if you understand that. I do not want to have this conversation again. Destroy this research, and after that, go back to your quarters.
Why?
Because this shit is the last thing I need right now.
But I need the Azure! Why can't you understand? This is the first real clue we've gotten. The Azure...
I swear to God, if I hear Azure one more time, that thing is useless.
But if we can solve the mystery of the boundary, then we can change the world. The Azure Grimoire has the answers. I know it.
Why are you so fixated on the Azure Grimoire?
It's one of the original grimoires. You know that, don't you? It has a near infinite amount of power. If I had the Azure, I'd have the power of the boundary at my fingertips.
Infinite? That thing sucks the life out of whoever carries it. You know that, don't you? The moment you get close to it is the moment you're done for. To me, it's just a worthless, incomplete piece of crap.
Then why don't we at least test it? On animals, perhaps, or even humans. I'll be the first test subject. Kokonoe, we are years behind the library right now. If we don't do something, we're going to...
Do I need to remind you who's the chief of this department? In case I do, it's me. I'm not your colleague, and right now, I'm not your friend either.
Well, I'm sorry, but I have to say this. All I'm trying to do is the extension of what you did at Ikaruga. Yes, some lives were lost, but it was for the greater good of humankind. For our evolution.
Our evolution? Are you seriously trying to tell me what happened at Ikaruga was good?
Whatever it was, it happened, and the data we collected is true and accurate. Could it have been prevented? Perhaps, but what's done is done.
Roy, this conversation is over. Go back to your quarters.
Why? Please, tell me what's holding you back.
Was I not clear enough the first time?
I'm sorry.
Let me just say one last thing. I'm not fighting this battle to win it. That goddamn idiot. It's me. Once you've confirmed Roy has returned to his quarters, cut the power on number 28. Yes, I know the implications. Yes, lock him in his room. Got it?
Professor, what's going on? Where's Roy?
He's become a liability. I don't need radicals polluting my lab with unauthorized research.
But he's worked for you for so long. You're being too harsh.
I know you care about him, but you can't let your emotions cloud your judgment. Look at what's right in front of you.
This has nothing to do with my feelings for him. If you look at what's in front of you for a moment, you'll see this is much too severe.
Until he gets his head on straight, I can't let him out of that room. I'm in charge, and I've made my decision.
Professor!
No, this conversation is over. Get back to your post.
Having a staring contest with a monitor, How's Roy doing?
Same as he was doing yesterday. Just sitting in the corner of his room. Hasn't even touched his food.
Why is he doing that?
Who knows? Maybe he's reflecting on his many mistakes.
I always saw scientists as a breed of person willing to make many mistakes in the pursuit of one right answer. Surely he will recover from this.
He's a scientist, but he's also only human. And humans have a nasty habit of making the same mistakes over and over again. I've seen a whole lot of people fall into that trap.
Do you think he's one of them?
Professor Kokonoe,
What?
I admit my mistakes. I will destroy all of my research.
Good. I expect you to have that done shortly.
I guess he's avoided the trap.
I hope so.
Just as promised, here it is. This is everything.
Unbelievable. How are you doing all of this right under my nose?
All I can say is that I'm sorry. I confess there's a part of me that's sad to see it disappear, but I understand that this is your decision.
I know I shouldn't look a gift horse in the mouth, but why the sudden change in attitude?
You've made up your mind. I just couldn't see any point to arguing with you over it.
That was uncharacteristically docile. I don't have a reason to doubt him, I guess, but I just want to be sure. This is everything, right?
Yes, it is.
All right. We're gonna be busy as hell with Hakumen's excavation, so I'm going to need your help. Are you on board?
Of course. Thank you, Professor Kokonoe.
Roy!
Lychee.
I'm glad to see you're okay. I tried to get her to let you out, but I'm sorry. I should have done more.
Don't worry about it. It's okay. In fact, this is kind of funny. I was just about to come visit you.
Really?
Yes, I wanted to ask for your help. I need an assistant on my next project. If it goes well, we might be able to provide definitive proof for your liquid seether theory.
What?
You done loading that equipment yet? Don't forget to check the second section, and don't mess up the priorities. We have to finish prep today. Soon as we're done with the adjustments, we're gonna start the excavation.
The meters are calibrated, Professor.
Good. Probably gonna be a little longer. Damn, we're understaffed. Bastard sent me nothing but wet behind the ears kids this year.
Perhaps to you, but everyone here is a seasoned veteran scientist.
All the more reason you should have been done already. Never thought we'd be wasting time on this phase.
Still, we're finally here. We're about to excavate the Suzuno unit.
Once we do, things are gonna get even busier. Speaking of which, where's Roy? I haven't seen him today.
Huh? Oh, I haven't seen him either.
Late on his first day back on the job. Not giving me a lot of confidence here. What the hell is he doing? I hope he's not still hung up on that research of his. I better go take a look, just in case. Huh. Never been on this end before. Usually I just make him come to me. Roy, it's me. Open up. Hey, answer me! What the hell's going on in there? It's me. Open Roy Carmine's door. Yes, now! Just do it! If you died on me, you stubborn bastard. God damn it. If you're alive, say something! Hey, you listening to...
Oh, Professor. Excellent timing. I wanted to show you something.
Huh?
Take a look at this report, if you could. If my theory's correct, then this could be the discovery of the century.
This... Damn it, Roy. Are you still...
What do you think? With the Susanoo unit and the Azure Grimoire, I think we'd be well on our way to understanding the boundary.
What the hell is this about?
What? Why, the Azure, of course. As soon as I get my hands on it, everything will change. Ah, yes, I have some notes on that. Notes? Where are my notes? What the hell? I'm missing some of my papers. I need to write it down again. Paper! Give me some paper!
Roy? Are you...
Please, just one moment. I forgot my notes on the Azure Grimoire. I'll get them in just a second. Oh no, I forgot. You need your coffee.
No, I'm fine. I'll be right back. Sorry to bother you.
Really? Ah, well, I would have liked to hear your thoughts on Seether. Once I tell Kokonoe we can control Seether, oh, she'll be ecstatic, I know it. The answer was staring us in the face all along.
I want answers. What the hell did Roy do?
What?
I saw the footage. You were talking to him last night. Tell me everything you know, now!
Of course. Roy, what are you talking about? How would we prove the liquid theory of Seether? You told me my theory wasn't supportable. Yes, I was sad at first, but I realized that you were right. I needed better data to support my conclusion, but I'm still looking for that.
The problem is with how you were capturing it. We've been looking at it all wrong. We don't need to increase our observation. I'm going to fire up the accelerator in the Cauldron support plug. We're going to use C20 and C21. We've never done that before.
C20? I've never even heard of that.
It was research Kokonoe and I did together. Before your time, of course. When this plug connects to the Cauldron, we should be able to smelt a high-temperature superconductor with the Seether, creating a hybrid substance.
A hybrid substance? Wait, are you suggesting...
Yes, the same technique used to smelt the interfaces. If we analyze the data we collect during the smelting process, I'm sure we'll find the data we need to support your theory.
How could that... Wait, if that's true, then... Yes, it might be possible, but why now?
When I was locked in my quarters, I spent a lot of time thinking about ways to accelerate the excavation process. For the last few years, Kokonoe has refused to even consider this research, probably because Relius was involved with it. Once we've analyzed the results of this test, the data will help us smelt a new interface, which would be invaluable for exploring the boundary. This would advance your work and Professor Kokonoe's. I want to help you get the results you need. Please, Lychee, help me with this.
Roy,
C20 and C21? That's impossible. We retired those machines ages ago. Wait, did Roy go into one of the plugs?
Yes. He said he had to in order to control the accelerator.
Damn it! That idiot!
What's wrong with the plugs?
They're not made for fusing Seether with conductors. They're made for smelting the cores of Nox Nictoris.
What?
He wasn't wrong, though. You might actually be able to prove your theory. While he was in there, he must have fused himself with Seether momentarily. so he could tap into the Boundary's power.
The Boundary? We have to stop him!
Wait! It's too late. His mind's already gone.
No!
Until we understand how this all works, we won't be able to save him.
What have I done?
Listen to me, Lychee. You can't blame yourself for this. He made this choice, not you.
But...
Stop it. I'm going to find a way to get that idiot back. You just promise me you'll keep talking to him like you have been, okay?
Okay.
Ah, damn it. Still no luck? I'm getting nothing. What am I missing? There has to be a clue in here somewhere. What?
It's Lot Carmine. I brought my report.
Come in.
Look at this. I've done it. We finally got a way to outmaneuver the library.
This is complete nonsense. He just keeps talking about the Azure. The latter half isn't even sentences, it's just words.
Yes! You see? The Azure can be influenced by our very chromosomes. Ah, we're one step closer to unraveling the Boundary's mysteries.
Yeah. Good work.
Thank you. I appreciate your support. You are, after all, a genius. Now, if you'll excuse me. Ah, speaking of which, I can't seem to leave this floor. Is that also an effect of the Boundary?
It's just a malfunction. Don't worry about it.
Ah, yes, of course. Anything with shape must eventually collapse. No helping it. Naturally. You are a genius, if you'll excuse me.
Genius my ass. I can't even fix one of my students. So that would... Hey! Are you even listening to me?
Yes, I'm listening. Exactly. The answers I was looking for have been staring me in the face. If I return the liquid form to the alpha, then the erosion of the eyes will accelerate. Ah, shut up! It's so noisy out here. How am I supposed to get any work done with all this noise? Yes, sorry, our conversation. The causality weapons. There are a few very special grimoires.
The Nox Nictoris?
Ah, so strong. If one had a strong terminal like that, negating the requirements would be easy. Even the Nox Nictores and this very existence has little influence on others. I must have them. The Azure, the causality weapons, everything.
So, what happens when you combine the Azure with a causality weapon?
The Azure! Whenever I get close, the noise gets louder. That's why I shut me out.
How are you going to handle the erosion from inside the Boundary?
Shut up! I'm... if you'll excuse me, Professor.
Sure. Get some rest. Lock it.
How is he doing?
The corrosion is moving a lot faster than I expected. What the hell did he touch in there? If I can't figure that out, I can't reverse the process.
Professor, what can I...
Don't worry. This wasn't your fault.
But
I'm keeping the degradation at bay for now. I don't really think you should see him, though. It would be painful. Anyway, forget about that. We need to focus on Hakumen's excavation. I plan on making several forays into the Boundary.
Professor Kokonoe, please report to Sector F-12 immediately. I repeat, please report to Sector F-12 immediately.
F-12? Damn it. Tager, get over here!
Roger.
These are my quarters. What are you doing here?
Please, cheer up.
The bugs are so noisy. They keep flying around in my head. Oh, my whole body hurts. My brain.
Don't worry. It's going to be okay. The professor will figure something out.
She doesn't understand anything. Anyone. Me, you.
You still have me.
Who are you?
Roy, it's me, Lychee.
This voice, I don't know it. Who are you?
You really don't remember?
Shut up! I'm trying to do science here. Could you just be quiet?
Just stay here, Roy. I'm going to go get the professor.
The voice. Who? Damn insects! I'm trying to hear the voice. Who are you? I can hear it. No, it's not. Something ringing. Outside. I can feel it. It's calling me. This sensation. I remember it. Yes, I can prove it. I found the truth. Kokonoe doesn't know. The solution is in the beginning. Stop it! Don't interrupt me! That's no problem. Only life that returns to the center is affected. It's ringing from below? There you are! Oh, I've been looking for you!
Who the hell are you? Oh, you're drawn to the azure?
Azure? Yes, of course! The azure! This is the azure! I must have this. The azure, the grimoire, the causality weapons!
Well, this is interesting. Yes, that's right, this is the azure. Do you want it? Come over here. If you come here, I'll show you a high that will blow your mind. Although it sounds like it's probably already been sufficiently blown. You don't understand a word I'm saying, do you?
Azure! The azure! No one knows. No one understands. I can win! I was right!
Yes, this way. Just a little closer, and you'll be able to smelt the azure grimoire right into yourself. Yes, dive in! Hurry!
Azure grimoire! Azure, 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 azure! Ah! I finally found it! Wonderful!
Roy!
Hurry up! Get him out of there! I don't care! Overload it if you have to!
This is Professor Carmine? How could this happen? Roy, I'm sorry!
Stay back! Tager, do you read me? Bring a cage! Yes, right now! We can't let this thing get out! Lychee, get back! Do you want to get eaten? Bring him over here. We're securing Roy.
Roy,